Yogis, welcome to your practice. Let's begin. You're going to start today in a comfortable seated space, and we're just going to sit up nice and tall. You can sit up on a bolster or blanket if this feels too much for your hips or your knees or anything like that. Stretch your legs out. As you sit up tall, relax your shoulders, close your eyes, and let's turn our palms up. Open your hands up nice and wide. Start to find your breath moving in and out through your nose. And today's mantra is I am enough. Let that just sink in for you. I am enough. What comes up? Maybe something you want to work on. There is always a little corner of our lives that we might not feel enough in. And so today we're trying to stoke the energy in that space. I am enough. Let your hands turn down, resting somewhere on your thighs or your knees, and we'll start with Sufi rolls. So when you're ready, inhale, draw your heart across your left thigh, reach your heart forward. Exhale, circle around the back. And as you're moving, just unwinding any stress that's been sitting in your spine, in your hips, in your neck, shoulders as well. I love, love, love this movement to just start opening up the body. And truly, if you only had time for one thing, this might be the one thing you do every single day. As you're moving, let your breath decide your pace. Maybe closing your eyes, going inward. If you have a very busy mind today, come back to our mantra, I am enough. Next time you come around the front, gently switch directions, and I'm going to switch the crossing of my legs just to feel more balance in the body. Join me if you need to. This time, let yourself go a little bit more into the spine. Heart reaching forward as you come forward, heart rounding back as you come around the back. Breath is in and out through our nose. Unless that doesn't work in your body, everything can be modified, so make it work for you. Start to make each circle slightly smaller than the previous. Come up to a nice, tall, still spine. And let's take a deep breath in through our nose. Let it go. Good. Take your legs into a straddle here. As you do, reach up through your arms and then bring your hands to the ground. And for some of us, this is enough. And you might even need to bend your knees a little bit here. Walking the hands forward any amount just for a couple breaths. See where your legs are at today. Breathing, toes active, fingertips active. And then walk your hands back in, and let's take our right foot in, reach your arms up, stretch out and over towards your left toes. And as you bow in, let your lower back open a little bit more. Relax your shoulders, your neck, your jaw. Ungrate your teeth. Unfurrow your brow. Good. Inhale, come up. Simply switch your legs. Turn towards your stretched out leg. Reach up and lengthen your hands towards whatever you can reach or just your yoga mat here. Bow your head, relax your shoulders. Again, just relax the face. Beautiful. Come on up. It's never enough time, in my opinion. Come on up. Come to hands and knees. Set up for a few rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, melting your heart. Draw your chest forward and through. Your shoulders are right above your wrists. Your knees are above your hips here, or below your hips, I should say. Exhale, round your spine. Relax your neck. Press into your hands. Good. Inhale, melting your heart. Lengthening through your throat, through your chest. Exhale, round. Let's do that twice more. Inhale. Round, exhale. Inhale, melting heart. Exhale, round. Find neutral in your spine. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back to down dog. You can come through plank if you're not quite sure how far apart your hands and feet should be. They should be about the same as they are in your plank pose. We're going to come into down dog, pedal the legs out, and just start opening up the backs of the legs, finding strength in our arms. I am enough. If you've been suffering from an injury in your body, sometimes you don't feel like you have enough strength to do what you want to do. If you've been suffering from, trauma or drama in a personal relationship, that can affect that phrase, I am enough. Good. Let's just find a steady stillness in down dog. With your in-breath, shift forward to plank, just nice and slow. Adjust hands and feet if you need to. Exhale, hips go straight up and back into down dog. Bend your knees here a little bit. Give your legs some space. Inhale, slow forward to plank. Start to ignite the strength in your arms, your core, even your legs. Exhale, down dog. 2 more times. Inhale, plank with the breath. We shift forward. Keep the neck long. Where are you gazing? Slightly forward of your fingers here. Exhale, down dog. Look back towards your toes. 1 more time. Plank. Very nice. Exhale, down dog. Feet slowly walk forward to meet the hands. When you come to the front of your mat with your feet are hips width, let's measure that by putting your 2 fists right between your big toes. A softening at your knees. Let your head hang. Shake your head yes and no. Get any tension that's setting up in the neck to dissolve away. Grab across for your opposite elbows if that feels appropriate. You sway slowly side to side. I am enough. Let your mind work through the stuff that holds you back to feeling like you are enough. Pause in the center. Just rock forward and back, a little bit of your weight on your heels and then toes, really focusing on releasing tension in the mid-back. Hands drop to the ground, knees bend, ragdoll up to a stand. Always feels so good. Shrug your shoulders up, back, and down the back. Let your hands rest alongside your body. Palms turn forward in mountain pose. We stand tall with our legs turned on here. Inhale, arms sweep to the sky. Kiss the palms together. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees as you come down. Flat spine. Let your head hang. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. The fingertips may be on the mat, the shins, or even the thighs if you need. Fold back in, exhale. Step your right foot back into a runner's lunge. Move your hands back so they're surrounding your front left foot. Come up on your fingertips, or you can use yoga blocks here, or modified yoga blocks like water bottles, something to lift you up if you don't have them. Inhale, melt your heart gaze forward. So the back knee can be down if you need to modify. Keep your hips nice and low. Exhale, round your spine. Dome into your upper back. Strong back leg if it's lifted. Inhale, heart lengthens forward, just like cat-cow. Exhale, round. Feel where you're opening. 1 more time. Inhale. Round, exhale. Find neutral in your spine. Lower the back knee down. Flatten the back ankle. Sweep your arms up. Low lunge. Good. Take your left hand just onto your left thigh here. Make a fist with your right hand. And then draw the right arm kind of across your nose. And like you're going to punch the ceiling with that right arm. Really reach through the right hand. Keep your hips nice and squared off. Lift up out of your lower back here as much as you can. And you're feeling the front of your right hip flexor open up. We hold a lot of excess baggage in our hips. So if you're feeling tight there, that could be it. Is it some sort of old memory, old habit that you can let go of? And again, coming back to that I am enough. You don't need all that old gunk to be who we are today. God, come back to a center just for a moment. Cactus your arms. Feel your chest open up just because it feels really good. And then inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fingers touch the earth. Hips shift back, square your hips, fold over your front left shin. Bow your head down. Breathe. Rebend your front knee. Lift the back knee up, and just briefly for a moment, so reach your hands forward, lift your right leg up as you're stepping forward. Exhale, both feet to the front of your mat in a forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway to a flat spine. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, arms stretch to the ceiling or sky. Exhale, draw hands to heart, recenter. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold, step left foot back into your runner's lunge. And again, surround your front foot with your fingertips or use your blocks here. Back knee can go down if it needs to. Melt your heart gaze forward, strengthen your back leg. Exhale, round. Don't lift your hips up too high here. Inhale, melt your heart, lengthen chest forward. Exhale, round. One more time, inhale. Round, exhale. Find neutral, lower your back knee down, reach your arms up, low lunge. Again, take your right hand onto your right thigh, make a fist with your left hand, draw it kind of across your face, you'll feel that space, and then really lengthen up through your whole left side body. And it's going at that little bit of an arc here to open up the front of your left hip flexor, your psoas. Helps the lower back feel nice and open. Breathe. And then in your practice, instead of looking all around, find something to look at with your eyes. Try to keep them as steady as you can. Mind is busy, come back to the mantra of I am enough. Come back to center with your arms. Let's cactus the arms again just because it feels good. Good. Reach up, inhale. Hands to the earth, hips go back. Hips are nice and level out. Flex your right ankle back and fold. Couple breaths into the back of the leg. Sometimes you can feel the entire back side of the body stretching when you're doing a forward fold. You might even feel this in your back or even your upper back. Rebend into your front right knee. Tuck the back toe, lift your back knee. Hands reach forward. Just lift your left leg up as you reach up to the sky with your left foot. Eventually stepping forward, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Fold in, step back to a plank pose. Let's find our strength in plank. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, down dog. Inhale again, plank. Core is turned on. Exhale, down dog. One more time, plank. Pause here for another 5. You've got this. You're strong. 4, 3, 2. All right, knees can come down if you wish. Gaze slightly forward of your mat. Elbows go back as you slowly lower one piece all the way to the earth. Flattening the tops of your feet, roll your shoulders down the back. Lift your heart for baby cobra. Squeeze the elbows back and together. And you're not pushing into your hands here. If your hands were doing anything, they would be pulling back and your heart would feel like it's pulling forward. Exhale, slow lower. Press up to your hands and your knees. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back into down dog. Reach your right leg to the sky. Keep your hips level. Exhale, tap your right knee to your nose as you're coming forward. Nice and strong right over your push-up. Inhale, foot to the sky, hips are level. Exhale, knee to nose. This time we step through right next to your right thumb. Turn the back heel down, widen your feet a little bit so the right foot's on the right side, left foot's on the left, about hips width distance. Back toes are angled forward quite a bit, and we're coming up for warrior one, your forward facing warrior. You might be tight. If you need to, you can modify it in a crescent lunge with your heel lifted. All right, but let's try for this one because you're never going to get it unless you practice it. So as you square your hips off, lift up out of your lower back. As lengthening your arms up to the sky, you're reaching up. Feel your legs sink in a little bit deeper. Pressing down through the outer edge of your back foot and feeling the inner left thigh reach back and lift up a little bit. Feeling your body work. Focusing the energy. Breathing, not feeling rushed to get out of the pose. Relax your shoulder blades down the back, but keep energy going up and through your fingertips. Spread the toes out a little bit more if they're gripping. Last couple breaths if you wish. Reach up, seal the palms. Challenge your balance by lifting your gaze. Deep breath in. Exhale, fingertips to the earth. Step back to plank pose. Exhale, straight back into down dog. Left leg lifts to the sky. Inhale, hips are level. Exhale, bring your knee all the way forward to your nose. Round your upper back. Inhale, foot to the sky. Exhale, step through for warrior one. Go all the way forward towards your left hand. Turn the back right heel down. Root down to rise up. And again, the hips might be pulling to the right. You want to reach the outer right hip forward and the left hip back as best you can. Lift up through the front hip points. Lengthen down through the back sit bones. Lengthen up through your side body, energy in your fingertips. Strengthen the back leg as you press down through that back heel. You'll feel your inner right thigh, that back leg, spiral back and lift up a little bit. And we're breathing into just feeling all these different adjustments we can make. And eventually just being like, this is enough. I don't need to move anymore. I don't need to adjust it anymore. Relax your neck a little bit more. Let your eyes steady. Last couple breaths if you wish. Seal the palms, gazing up, finding a little bit more challenge. Maybe sinking into the front leg if you've come out. Deep breath in. Exhale, hand circle down. Step to plank, pause. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2. Move through Vinyasa if you like. You can skip it going to down dog, so chaturanga. Either on your belly for cobra again, or potentially an up dog. If you like up dog, try to keep the knees floating. Your legs are strong. Core is engaged. Heart pulls forward. Neck is neutral. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in through your nose. Exhale. Rise to your toes, bend your knees, step or hop to the front. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold in. Feet are together, big toes touch, heels apart for chair pose. Keeping feet at hips width if you want to modify, that helps the lower back. Sit down, sit back. Breathe here for 5, 4, core engage. 3, 2, stand up tall. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Half lift, inhale. Let's move with our breath one round. Fold, step to plank. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Right leg to the sky, inhale. Knee to nose, exhale. If this feels too fast, slow it down. Inhale, foot to the sky. Exhale, step through, warrior one. Inhale, all the way to the top. Exhale, all the way back down. Inhale, step to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg lifts, inhale, hips level. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, foot reaches up. Exhale, step through. Root down, inhale, rise, warrior one. Exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, rise to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, step or hop to the front. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Half lift, inhale. Step or you can hop back, move through Vinyasa if you wish, chaturanga up dog, or skip it if you would rather. We'll meet in down dog. Good, walk your hands back to your feet. Heel toe your feet out a little wider than your mat, your toes out, your heels in, squat low. Breathe, hands to heart. This pose is not possible in everybody's body. You can put a block underneath your butt. You can use a blanket, or sometimes I just like to roll the back of my mat up and have your heels up on your mat. So different ways to modify. As you set into your version of Malasana, you're breathing, maybe closing the eyes, feeling the energy that you just built in just that little bit of movement, settle where you need it to settle, and coming back to the mantra, I am enough. Three more deep breaths here. Take what you need from the stillness. Are you antsy when you're asked to be still? Take a deep breath in. Release your fingers. Release your mat if it's rolled up. Walk your hands forward for a moment. Just bow in. I love this stretch for my back. And then we're going to lift up, and you're going to walk all the way forward to a wide-legged plank. When you get there, step your feet together. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot, or you can place your knee below your hip. Reach your right hand up. We have 5 breaths here. Tapping into strength and stillness with your core. Breath. Eyes gaze down if you feel wobbly. If you have a little bit more to give for the last couple breaths, lift your top leg. You've got it. Plank pose, feet together. We're going straight to the other side. Roll to the outer edge of right foot. Left hand lifts. You can modify again with your right knee down below your hip. Breathing. Lifting the top leg. The last 2 breaths if you have more to give. Beautiful. Come back to plank pose and head to down dog. Let's do one more standing series today. Reach your right leg to the sky. This time at the top, stack your hips, bend your knee, open up the hip. Let that feel good for a moment. Try not to let the left shoulder dip down too much. I felt myself doing that. So draw the left shoulder forward. Exhale, knee to nose, round, 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 and step through for warrior 2. Warrior 2, front heel lines up at the back arch of your left foot. Press down through your feet. Come on up. You can cartwheel up if you like. Back heel is furthest thing back. Toes are slightly forward. Front knee is pointing towards the toes. Arms are lengthening out. Sinking into your strong legs. And once you feel steady enough, gaze towards the front hand or past it. Relax your shoulders. Good. We're going to just move our arms a little bit. I know it's a little harder since my back is towards you, but you'll take your hands like you're gathering energy towards your heart center. Pull in anything good you want to bring into your life. And like you're swimming through gunk, push away what is not serving your purpose. So we'll do that 3 more times. Inhale, positivity. Exhale, negativity. Inhale, strength. Exhale, fear. Inhale, hope. Exhale, doubt. Do one more with your own words, whatever comes in. Inhale. Exhale. Gaze out over your right hand. Flip the right palm to face up. Reach up through the right arm for reverse warrior. The left hand is light on the back thigh. Lift up out of your lower back. With your exhale, bring right forearm to thigh. You can go down to the instep of the foot if you want to go deeper. Top left hand goes up and over your ear. Side angle. Let's dance between the two a couple rounds. Inhale, reverse your warrior. You'll feel your legs by now. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. One more time. Exhale, side angle. Last time into reverse warrior. Beautiful. Cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Pivot to the ball of your back left foot. Ground your left hand down. Reach up through your right hand. Twist open. Let that feel good here for a moment. Breathe. Look up if you like. Sometimes I just like to let my head hang. Good. You can stay here. Option 1. Option 2, roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Step back for a side plank. Step into your power. Top leg might lift for the last 2 breaths. You've got this. Woo, wobble, wobble. It's okay. Come back to plank. Optional vinyasa. Chaturanga up dog is your vinyasa, or chaturanga cobra. Down dog, exhale. Left leg lifts to the sky at the top. Bend your knee and open up your hip. And again, reach forward through the right shoulder. So you're working against yourself here, and you're not doing this complete dump in the right shoulder. Exhale, bring your left knee to your nose, round, 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 round. Mindfully step all the way through. If you can't step through with 1 step, take 2, take 3. Turn your back right heel down, root down, and rise up. Front heel to back arch. Back foot is angled forward. Don't let your toes turn back. Front knee is pointing towards the toes, so everything is nice and open here, arms out long. Good, breathe. Be still. Come to your mantra, I am enough. Sometimes just saying words like that can really stoke some uncomfortable feelings in the body. Be with it if it's with you today. I am enough. And if you took this class a year ago, that phrase might completely relate to something else in your life. So notice how everything is fluid, it's moving, it's changing. Let's breathe just our own breath into the movement of the arms. So inhale, draw in. And you can use those words if you like. Exhale, press out. 3 more. Inhale. Inhale. Let it go. Last one. Find your warrior 2. My legs are literally shaking today for whatever reason, so be with your body. If it's struggling, fight through it. Rest if you need to, so it's listening to what you need. Flip the front palm up. Reverse your warrior. Lift up out of your lower back. I don't want to see you dump back. I don't want you to see you bend that back leg. Everything in the body from waist down is the same. Side angle, exhale, form to thigh. My hand is reaching forward. That's going to keep my shoulder open. Top arm is up and over the ear. Wrap the shoulder so the pinky finger is facing down, right? You can touch your thumb to your index finger. I find myself doing that often. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Fluid and strong. Inhale, reverse. I am enough. Side angle one more time. Exhale. Inhale, reverse. Last time. Cartwheel hands to the earth. Pivot to the ball of your back foot. Ground down through your right hand. Left hand up. Twist open. Feeling like that release of the spine is happening. Strength here. If you chose to stay here on the first side, do that as well. Otherwise, roll to the outer edge of your back foot, step back for side plank, and modify with knee down if you need. Step into your power. Lift the top leg if you have that little extra to give. If you're craving more. Exhale, plank pose. Let's pause here. Strengthen your legs. 5, 4, press your palms. Reach forward through your heart, get longer. And exhale to your belly. Flatten the tops of your feet. Take your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers, or you can just reach back simply if you need to. Roll your shoulders down the back. Lift your heart. Keep your neck nice and neutral. If you have lower back pain, this is where you stay. Otherwise, the feet lift as well. Flare your toes apart. Breathe here for 5. Make sure you're not just gut holding the breath. That's kind of natural. Last 3, lift a little higher. 2, lift higher. Exhale, release. Hands below your shoulders. Press back briefly towards child's pose, resting forehead to the earth. Let your body settle. I am enough. Beautiful work. Come up onto your knees. Come around. Feet come out in front of you. Feet to the earth. Sit up nice and tall through your spine. Take a deep breath in, and we'll roll down together. 1 vertebrae at a time. Finding strength, finding enough stillness that you feel your muscles working to not let you fall here. Coming down onto your back, let your knees come into your chest and gently rock side to side. Beautiful. Left foot to the earth, right ankle crosses in front of left thigh. Hands interweave behind the belly of your left hamstring. Thread the eye of the needle. Keep your left knee in line with your left shoulder. Don't let it cross your body too far. You can use your right elbow to press the right thigh open as much or as little as you like. Keep the tension away from your neck, your shoulders here. As we slow the practice down, I encourage you to close your eyes, following the breath in and out, letting your mind stay in this restful place, not getting back to too much work, to-do lists, whatever it is, capturing your mind. Gently switch sides. Left ankle crosses over right thigh, hands behind the belly of the right hamstring. The left ankle is flexed. That helps keep your left knee safe. Relax your shoulders, your neck, your jaw. As you're tugging in a little bit with the strength of your biceps, you're pressing the left thigh open any amount with your left elbow, and then breathe into what you feel here. The hips store emotions, old baggage, things that we have done in our past, things we didn't get done, didn't do. And so lots of us carry all that stuff with us through an entire lifetime, holding us down emotionally. And that plays into the idea of the I am enough. If we've done something in the past we wish we could have done differently, it might feel as we are not enough or we haven't done enough. So how do we let that stuff go so we can have a fresh start? I truly believe every breath is the opportunity to start something new. Take a breath in. How does that feel? Can you release with your exhale the stuff that might be holding you back? Release your legs. Take your feet to the ground. We're doing 1 bridge pose today. Hands alongside your hips. Kind of walk your shoulders in before you start. Feet should be about hips width, toes forward here. Press down through your feet. Doesn't have to be your deepest bridge. As you lift up, scoop the tailbone towards the back of the knees without letting your knees splay out. Lift your heart a little bit more. If it feels good, interlace your hands behind your back. Press down into your wrists. And we have 5 deep breaths here. Allow yourself to just be. these last couple moments of your practice, showing up for yourself. Release hands to the side, roll down one vertebrae at a time. Swish your knees to the right and to the left, just letting your lower back release. Knees draw into your chest and they drop over towards the left with your right arm reaching to the right. Spinal twist. Release your back. Twisting is a way to detoxify. I love it. At the end of a practice, it says, let go to our body, our hearts, and our minds. Switch sides. Gently bring your knees back to center. Wrap your arms tightly around your shins, nose to your knees if that feels okay. Take a deep breath in and squeeze and hold your breath in, letting any excess energy that doesn't serve you move to the surface. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Sip in a little bit more air. Hold. Exhale, let it go. Stretch out onto your back, releasing the effort. As you settle in here, can you completely relax? You are more than welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you have today. If your journey has come to an end, give yourself at least 5 breaths here. Thank you for showing up today to practice with me, and really thank you for showing up to practice with yourself. I am enough. Take that with you as you move through the rest of your day. Let's take one final breath together. Let it go. Hands to heart center, pressing the palms together. And just in your mind say to yourself, I am willing, I am ready, I am open to receive. Thanks so much for joining me today. Namaste.